It's the next new way to lose weight fast. Total Choice. A brand new program for everyone who wants to lose weight without thinking about it. Hundreds of mouth-watering meals to choose from. You can't make a mistake on this plan. No matter what you pick, it all adds up to a perfect calorie day. Eat your way to weight loss success.
I haven't eaten the things that were on that menu in years.
Coming up next on Dr. Oz.
Welcome, everybody. Big day. I am launching a brand new free program for everyone who wants to lose weight without thinking. It's called The Total Choice and has been designed to be completely hassle-free. We've created over 100 meal options that always add up to the exact perfect calorie count for you. You know what? You can't make a mistake with this. No counting calories, no points, no fat grams. All you have to do is pick the meals that speak to your cravings. You choose, and you lose.
The Total Choice has been months in the making. A joint effort with the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic's Wellness Institute. It's the most user-friendly weight loss tool we have ever launched. And it's all about you. With the Total Choice, you're not on a diet like everyone else. You get to choose the foods you love. We do the work, you have the fun. On the Total Choice, you pick 5-minute meals that add up to the perfect calorie day. Feeling Italian? How about a pepperoni pizza? Chicken parmesan with spaghetti? A meatball sub? What about Chinese? We've got spicy shrimp stir fry. Mexican? There's fajitas and even a taco supreme plate. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack, and even dessert. Everything has been designed to be easy, healthy, and delicious. Customize your day with loads of recipes you'll never get tired of. All on DrOz.com. Best of all, we take out all the guesswork, so you will never overeat. Remember, with the Total Choice plan, you choose and you lose.
We designed this plan and these tools so you don't feel like you're restricted. All you need to worry about is, what do I feel like eating today? What am I in the mood for? I don't want you to feel like you're dieting. This is about freedom. Folks, take a look at these pictures. This is nothing like a diet. They're decadent, they're gooey, they're creamy, they're comforting, they're rich. They're all things. This is, food porn, but in a diet. We've just had huge success. It's what it is. Great success with the Total 10. This is the next step in cracking the code to keeping weight off long term. You can use the Total Choice as part of your overall strategy. Because remember, the Total Choice is about giving you back control over your calorie intake, which can be hard for so many of you. We designed the Total Choice so it tastes good, it feels good, it's nutritionally sound, and you feel satisfied. It's harder than ever to overeat if you do this plan right. All you gotta do is help me to help you. I want you to figure out how many calories you can take in a day. I'm gonna give you two choices, 1,200 or 1,600. And after that, no more counting at all. So to help everyone understand how to pick one of these choices, I brought in two world experts, people I trust from our partners at the Cleveland Clinic, who we did this program with, Dr. Mike Roizen, the Chief Wellness Officer there, and the nutritional expert, Kristen Kirkpatrick. Kristen, help everyone understand why this very important distinction has to be made between a 1,200 calorie day and a 1,600 calorie day.
Well, Dr. Oz, most people underestimate how much they're eating, even if it's in a healthy way. So while what you eat makes a big difference, how much you eat makes just as much a difference. Don't eat enough calories, you're in starvation mode. Eat too many calories, you store that as fat, you gain weight. So what we looked at is we took a general maintenance weight range and we deducted to account for weight loss. The nice thing about this program is there's so much wiggle room. If you're in a 1,200 and you feel I need a few more calories, you can actually pull from the 1,600. So you can pick and choose what you want, and you're going to be satisfied no matter what you choose.
They all know I've taken a pretty hard stance against counting calories. I don't like to do it in general because not all calories are created equal. I want you to hit the key nutritional targets here. The calories are just a by-the-way thing. For example, you cannot have, no matter how much you think 1,200 calories is 1,200 calories, you're not allowed to have 1,200 calories of chips. Right? It's got to be 1,200 calories of real food. So, Mike, if they do this program the way we've created an autopilot for everybody, how much weight can they expect to lose?
Well, they'll lose as much as they want as long as they stay on it. So 1 pound to 1.5 pounds every week.
All right, safe amount to lose. So let's look at how you should decide if you need 1,200 or 1,600 calories a day. Come on back, Dr. Rosen. We'll be back with Kristen in a second. So it's an easy little quiz. Get your little clipboards out. And everyone at home, you can print this out, but it's so simple you can do it right now on the show with us. There are 3 main factors to the quiz. Dr. Rosen is going to walk us through an assessment. Everyone's going to mark down where you fall in each category so you can get started today. So the first category is age.
Age, 35 and younger, 1,600. 36 and older, 1,200. Your height, 5 feet 5 and taller, 1,600. Under 5 feet 5, 1,200. And then it is your activity level. So if you have a pedometer, it's really easy.
He always has these, by the way.
5,000 steps a day or more, it's 1,600. Under 5,000 steps, it's 1,200. Now, if you don't have a pedometer, we look at how many times you're breathless in a week. Sex doesn't count.
No, doesn't count.
So it's how many times you're breathless in a week for 30 minutes or more with exercise. 3 times or more, 1,600. 2 times or less, 1,200.
All right, so you have 3 questions, right? Whichever column has more answers, that's where you stay. So if 2 out of the 3 are 1,600, that's what you're going to do. So based on that, let me just get a rough idea. Because what I want you to do is once you have that calorie count, everything else in the plan is straightforward. And remember, it's a guideline. You can always change that number a little bit based on how you feel. If you're always hungry, that's not good. I don't want you to be hungry on the plan. That means it's not the right number for you. Increase it a bit. On the other hand, if you're losing weight and feeling pretty good, you got the right number. And all these meals, the fun part's coming up, all these meals are on DrOz.com. So let me see how you guys are doing. Move what you put yourself on. You didn't circle anything.
Oh, well, it's all this right here.
All that, okay. Let me see yours. You're all, so this is all 1,600 calories. Yeah. Right, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And let me see over here. Again, pretty confident. Well, thank you very much. Was it hard to do for you? Confusing?
No.
Made sense?
Yes.
Say it's sensible?
Yeah.
All right. Anyone confused by this? All right. We got happy customers. We're all happy? All right. So, thanks, Mike. So let me have everyone, if I can, just put that away because now the fun part starts. I want Kristen to show everyone how it actually works. Whenever you pick your number out, whatever plan you're on, we're going to walk you through how a typical day will appear. So, Kristen, first of all, we have the meals, right? We have breakfast and lunch and dinner. But in addition to that, you have snacks and dessert. We're not trying to starve you. We want you to feel satiated. So give us some options, for example, for breakfast.
For breakfast, the nice thing with this plan is that we have something for every craving out there. So we have a cheesy, ooey gooey egg sandwich. I mean, if you're looking for something savory and you want to get that sandwich that you love, we have it for you. We also have a chocolate, peanut butter, banana smoothie.
Looks good.
I say that and like areas of my brain start lighting up, right? I get so excited. So it's like a milkshake, but you're getting something healthy and you can lose weight. We also have some quickie turkey bacon oats.
Bacon.
Bacon. All of my patients come to me and say, hey, don't take bacon away. We are keeping bacon in the mix and you can have it for breakfast. In addition to that, we have something portable. We have a spinach egg wrap. Take it in the car. I know my patients are so busy. I don't have time to cook at home. So hey, make something quick, take it in the car, and it's so healthy.
So again, just to highlight, this is practical stuff. Not only do we have a lot of smart people doing this, we had people who are food addicts involved in this. We know what you guys need. So these are quick and easy on-the-go breakfasts. You can remember that you have the same thing every day, or you can have a different one every day because it's your choice in the plan. Again, dozens of choices. So come on over here. Carrie's here. She's been working on losing about 10 pounds. And Total Choice has been something you've been on, I guess, for a little bit.
Yes.
How's it working for you?
It was great. I lost 2.5 pounds within the first 3 days.
Oh, good.
Yeah, really, really liked it.
Was it hard?
It was not hard. And I have to tell you, I'm from Texas, so everything in Texas is big.
Yes.
We eat big. Our meals are big. But when I first got the diet, I looked over the meal plan, and I looked over it with my 10-year-old son, and he's like, Mommy, that's not diet food, because he's like, this sounds good, this sounds good. It was great. And the chips and salsa was a great snack. The dinner, I did the brown rice and the salmon and the broccoli, mixed it all together, put some salsa on it from Texas, mixed it all up. It was great. It was great because I didn't feel that I was starving myself. I don't think I could do a diet that was all shakes where I had to drink it. I like to eat my food. I want to taste it. There was so much involved. You have the sweets, you have the bananas. I didn't feel I was depriving myself of anything.
I'm going to turn the show over to you. I got it all right here. I want to know what you had for breakfast. I got the whole deal. It's perfect. All right, remember, all the recipes and ingredients that we're talking about right now, they're all on DrOz.com and they're free. So take advantage of it and spread the word. Carrie, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, Christy, come on over here. Let's go through in some detail what happens after breakfast. And this is a typical example of some of the lunches and some of the dinners that are on the plan. Please explain how you pick them.
So we chose lunch to be portable, right? We want people to be able to get something that's very quick, very easy, and still delicious, right? She said it correctly, that this is not a diet, this is a way of life. And in order to sustain that, we have to give you things that are realistic for a busy mom, a busy woman, whoever's on the go.
So specifically for lunch, this seems like stuff you can easily take with you whether you go to work or a meeting or whatever.
We've got some delicious options. We have a toaster oven grilled cheese with tomatoes. So if you think I'm on a diet, can't have grilled cheese anymore, take that out of your head. You can, and you can make it really quick and easy. Bring the ingredients to work, toaster oven, done in 5 minutes. We also have a grilled chicken pita pocket sandwich. So sometimes you just want a grilled chicken sandwich, right? Something simple, but we have hummus in here as a condiment. So delicious. We also have a chia black bean soup. This is not like the broth that you may have been on in some other diet where you just felt unsatisfied.
I like broths, but this is much more hearty.
This is much more hearty. So if you want to feel full, if you want to feel satisfied, and you're getting omega-3 fatty acids. So even though we're being realistic and down to earth, we also are always thinking of nutrition with this too.
And what's the key issue with dinner? Because I know a lot of folks fall off the wagon here.
Right, so I was thinking about my patients and thinking, what do they want? And they're always saying, I go home after a hard day of work, I'm going to comfort foods. And it's always the wrong choices and they're gaining weight. So we wanted comfort foods, but things that were really healthy and could help them with the weight loss as well. So we've got a delicious, quickie, turkey vegetable pizza. Everyone loves pizza. I don't know anyone that doesn't like pizza. Maybe there's one person in the world, and I don't know who that is.
Dr. Roizen, probably.
Probably Dr. Roizen.
He's such a killjoy.
Right, exactly. But no killjoys in this one. So we've got the pizza that you're craving. You can have that. And we've bulked it up with vegetables. This is probably my favorite. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. It's like, ooh, it's so delicious.
And I know she stuck some broccoli in there. It's
right,
pretty good.
We threw the broccoli in there, right. So you have the fiber. And then we have a chicken parmesan. So when your family sits down on Friday night for the Italian meal and you always had your salad and you're like, oh, I wish I could eat what they're eating. Now you can. It's delicious, it's savory, and it's just so good.
If I can be clear about what's so unique about this is why I treasure this relationship that we've been able to craft. We brought together really the brightest minds in the space, but it hasn't been done before this way. Normally you have nutritionists, and you're a nutritionist, so I don't want to be harsh on this, but they'll make perfectly healthy foods that taste like cardboard. Right. And you know it and you feel it, so you don't want to do it. So we actually paired up the nutritionists with the food addicts and food experts and chefs, and we put them together. And instead of doing what normally happens, where you pervert the food to make it decadent and unhealthy, we actually did the opposite of that. We took all those talents and we made incredibly savory foods like what you've been looking at today that happen to be good for you, that happen to be low calorie. So once you pick your category of 1600 or 1200, we'll make it easy for you. Again, on DrOz.com, all you got to do is print the darn thing out and you go shopping with that list as well. It's straightforward. And I want to point out that there are some non-starchy vegetables here, which is one of the tricks that you have.
Yeah.
I would love if you just share with us one tip how you can make non-starchy vegetables a bit more easy, a bit more palatable to include in your diet.
Yeah, so the way to do that is with flavored balsamic vinegars. That is a real trend that we're seeing now. So having vinegars that are even a chocolate flavored vinegar, a blueberry, a pomegranate, a maple, they provide so much taste, so much flavor, but they don't provide the calories. So if you want to bulk up and you want more volume and you just feel like, gosh, this isn't enough for me, load on the veggies, load on the vinegar. It's not going to affect your overall weight loss goals.
More of the Total Choice Plan when we come back.
Don't go away. The Total Choice Plan continues with more delicious ideas to choose from so you can customize your perfect full day meal, including snacks and dessert. Simple recipes for anyone who wants to lose weight without thinking about it. Next. All new Oz. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
Unbelievable.
How she lost a whopping 55 pounds.
It's taken me 54 years to try and do it, and this time I've done it.
Why she's celebrating a new shot at life. And the scandal that rocked the royal family. How will she respond to the allegations? All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
Put a little love in your heart.
All month long, the ultimate guide to heart health.
The power to save your heart is in your hands.
All this February on the Dr. Oz Show.
a brand new free program for everyone who wants to lose weight while eating delicious food and without thinking too much about it. So let me bring Katiana in here. She started the program as well and lost 2 pounds, I understand. How are you, Katiana?
Nice to meet you.
So, when you're picking your meals, what color are those decisions?
Well, multicolor. First of all, I'm 100% Italian. My mother comes from Italy, my father. Carbs are my thing.
You notice, by the
okay?
way, the hands moving?
Oh, yeah. I speak
Definition.
Italian fluently in hand and mouth. Okay? But I have to thank you because I haven't eaten the things that were on that menu in years.
Oh, my.
I just, 2 weeks ago, I started a low-carb diet, no-carb diet, and then I got this wonderful menu, and I said, all right, well, I'm going to try this because there's a bunch of my favorite things, and putting on some of this Italian spin on it I was grateful for because I haven't eaten like this in a long time.
What was your favorite meal?
Well, it wasn't very Italian, but it's been like my favorite since I was a child, peanut butter and banana. When I saw that, I was beside myself. I was completely beside myself.
Thank you, Tatiana. All right. So finally, we wanted to make sure we left room for snacks and desserts, and I've asked Dr. Roizen to help us in this category.
I like pizza, and I cook that one.
Yes. Oh, you did? I'm giving him a hard time. He actually has very selective taste buds, and these are good examples of that. So explain to us how desserts and snacks in particular fit into the plan.
So you get any choice of snacks and any choice of desserts that are on the plan, and they're all calorie calibrated, and they all taste great. So that's a turkey wrap. Edamame takes forever to eat, so as a snack, it slows you down. So does air popcorn. There's cheese and crackers.
The right cheese.
And these are desserts, if you will. And the great news is you get one of that and one of this every day. So you get a snack and a dessert every day, so you'll never feel hungry.
In addition to locking these folks in a laboratory literally for quite a while, we were taking input from you. We heard your messages, and we know that you need to have things that just deal with those cravings, especially late at night. This is a way for you to have that desired food and not sabotage your program for good. That's why it works. Now, before we go, I asked one of our viewers just to give us an example of what a day would look like. How does it really look when you're doing it right? So Chandra's joining us. You're a full-time working mom.
I am.
Two boys. And she lost 3 pounds on the total choice.
3.8.
Oh, thank you. When they start correcting me, I love it. All right, so give me a full day calibration of how you eat the food.
So I followed the 1,200 calorie plan because my husband says I'm 4'11", but I am actually 5 foot. So I did do the 1,200. And I love this one. I actually ate everything here, but it starts my day out with chocolate, and it ends my day in chocolate.
Oh.
So I'm huge. Anyone who knows me knows I'm huge and big on chocolate. I love my chocolate. So that was like my favorite thing. The smoothie, I actually made it with coconut milk instead of almond milk because my son has a nut allergy. So we don't have any nuts in the house besides the nuts that live there.
Very exotic.
So.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We all have those in our families.
So I made it with coconut milk. It was absolutely delicious. Now this, I don't really eat whole wheat wrap. So basically what I did was I cut the cucumber in half, took the seeds out, put the hummus in there, and actually made a sandwich.
Oh.
And it was
clever.
so good. It was really good. And I did it with zucchini as well. So it was really good. Now this, the plan doesn't tell you how to cook the meals. So I had everything out on my countertop and how I was going to make it. So basically, I made it exactly like this, but I put it in the broiler so that the Parmesan cheese would
melt over the top.
Oh, it was really good.
You make a good point. We're starting a whole different way of thinking about food today. And so we have given you the raw materials. I want you to change it. I want you to iterate it. I want you to cook it differently the way you'd like it. Just tell us.
It was delicious.
And come to our Facebook page or droz.com and tell us what you're doing. We will spread the word so you'll have tons more than the hundreds we've already crafted for you.
And it's a lot of food. I mean, I had it on my plate. And my husband actually said, are you following the plan? And I said, yes, I'm following the plan. He's like, that's a lot of food. I was like, I know, but this is what he said. So.
Well, it's a good example. Look at all these vegetables you put in. And you actually were able to adjust the vegetables using Kristen's technique.
Did. And then, so this was a lifesaver for me. Like, I loved it because when that was cooking, I actually had my PM snack. So I would have that, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to cheat on anything. And then I did modify the popcorn because I was allowed to have the chocolate. So I took half of the chocolate, and I put it in my blender, and then I put it over my chocolate. And then late at night while I'm working, I'm like eating the
I love it. I'm
so.
always amazed when people are focused. They will always surprise you. You've come up with wonderful modifications.
Well, I was like, if this is what I'm going to eat, I'm going to make it tasty, and I cooked it the way I wanted, and it was seriously easy. I work, I travel, I have a small child, so it was very easy.
Thank you for sharing your
Thank
tips.
you.
Here's the deal, folks. The whole Total Choice plan lives on DrOz.com for free. You can print it out, take it shopping, get started today, and know that we'll be adding more meals. I want to hear from you. Come to us, talk to us on Facebook, all our social sites. Let me know how it's working for you. I'll be right back.
Next, do you feel like no matter how much you diet or work out, your weight is always at a standstill? Just cutting out calories may not be your answer. Learn simple tricks to kick your body into high gear. For anyone who feels stuck or stalled, the plan to reboot your metabolism is next. All new Oz, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
Unbelievable.
How she lost a whopping 55 pounds.
It's taken me 54 years to try and do it, and this time I've done it.
Why she's celebrating a new shot at life. And the scandal that rocked the royal family. How will she respond to the allegations? All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
Put a little love in your heart.
All month long, the ultimate guide to heart health.
The power to save your heart is in your hands.
All this February on the Dr. Oz Show.
We talked a lot about choice today, but what if you're making all the right choices and you still aren't seeing any results? If the numbers on your scale seem stuck, it may be your metabolism. Our next guest says it seems like hers has come to a grinding halt. Take a look.
I have been stuck losing the same 10 pounds throughout my life, from high school into college, even in my adulthood. They come, they go, off and on. Ugh. It feels like these pounds, they stalk, latch. You can just never get rid of them, no matter what I do. I just don't know if it's a matter of my hormones. And when I think that it might be my metabolism, I don't know what I could do to even change that. My metabolism, it's like a frenemy. It really seems to sabotage me. I work my butt off trying to stay healthy. I start the day with fat-free yogurt and a granola bar, and I do find healthy snacks. I like high fiber things, so popcorn is my go-to. Just air pop in the microwave, no oil. Sometimes I drizzle on maple syrup. Every single meal I have lemon water, and I have small portions of food throughout the day. I'm very conscious of the foods that I eat, and yet here those pounds are. I'm a writer, I work from home primarily. Most of my day is behind a computer. I try to find as many ways as possible to put in activity besides chasing after my 5-year-old. I make sure that I take walks every 90 minutes. So whether it's dancing while I'm folding laundry, I turn all of my chores into points where I can be active, kind of multitasking the chores. I do all of these things and I just can't seem to find that magic key to unlock what's the problem. It feels like a roller coaster from hell with my metabolism. It is so infuriating. Dr. Oz, what can I do to help boost my metabolism and keep it working for me and not against me?
So Jacqueline is with us. Describe the frustration. What does it feel like when you hit that plateau?
It's infuriating because you're doing everything you know how. I mean, I'm going through all of the steps. I watch your show, I incorporate the tips, and it's like working with no paycheck. Where's the fun in that?
That's right. I was watching the little piece, and it was remarkable how many things you were doing right. So I share your frustration, and I like to find out why it's happening. You obviously do as well.
Absolutely.
Come back over here. So when someone describes doing the right thing, and by the way, you were very meticulous about this, and I'm going to revisit this in the truth tube a little bit about what you were eating. Mm-hmm. But if you truly are doing all the right things, then I have to worry that your metabolism has gone off. And one of the first things I think through is whether or not your thyroid hormone is at the right level. And your thyroid hormone level was normal.
Okay, that's good.
Very good news. I'm very happy about that. but it introduces a separate problem, which is if it's not your thyroid, which I could have treated, then what is it? Mm-hmm. So there's one other possibility, which I think does happen more than we acknowledge, which is that maybe we actually aren't doing all the right things. Okay. Maybe we're eating more than we think we're eating. Mm. So we had you very meticulously keep track of this. Mm-hmm. And it's a snapshot of a typical day. Now, we looked at your body, we measured out your metabolism, and generally speaking, for someone like you, about 1,650 calories is the amount that we would think would be required to maintain your weight.
Okay.
So we tallied up how many calories you were taking in, and it's 1,473. So it's less.
Oh, wow.
So you should be losing weight.
Wow.
You should be losing weight.
Actually, I thought that number would be higher. So I'm a little happy that
but
I'm a little nervous.
but you know, people might say, well, it's only 150, 200 calories less than she should. That's all it takes to lose weight. You do that every day of the year, and you'll lose without even trying.
Right.
So the question then becomes, why aren't you losing weight? And I've been asked this question all over the country, and today I have an answer. When we come back, and there's a pretty good chance that this is going to help a lot of folks, when we come back, the plan to reboot your metabolism if you're doing all the right things. Stay with us.
Next, you've been exercising. You've tried every diet, but your weight loss goes nowhere. Why can't you shed those pounds? The answer may be your stalled metabolism. Rev up your body with easy meal and exercise boosters to finally get that weight off. Next. All new Oz. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
Unbelievable.
How she lost a whopping 55 pounds.
It's taken me 54 years to try and do it, and this time I've done it.
Why she's celebrating a new shot at life. And the scandal that rocked the royal family. How will she respond to the allegations? All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow. This February on the Dr. Oz Show.
Heart disease. You have the power to beat it. Put a little love in your heart.
All month long, the ultimate guide to heart health. Feel young and energetic. Be there for your family. Stay active for your kids.
You control your health. You control your destiny. The power to save your heart is in your hands.
All this February on the Dr. Oz Show.
If you feel like your metabolism is stuck in this slow lane, like Jacqueline over here, then I want you all to listen up. I brought a metabolism guru, JJ version. She says a slow metabolism is not just a bad hand that you were dealt, it's something you have the power to change. Her plan to reboot your metabolism is all about eating the right foods at the right time. And the first step is to say no to mini meals and start eating by the clock. So Jacqueline, then we have to start looking at when you're eating those meals. So give me a rough idea. How do you eat your food?
So I eat every 3 hours. So I start off the day, usually around 6 o'clock, I have my yogurt, I have a granola bar. About 2 or 3 hours later, I'll have a snack. It might be a bagel, it might be oatmeal. A few hours later, have lunch. So every 3 hours, I'm having something.
JJ, we have advised that. Yeah, we've advised that on the show, but you actually want to modify this.
Well, since this isn't working for you, let's blow it up. And what we're going to do now is extend the time between your eating to 4 to 6 hours. So you're still going to eat within an hour of waking up, but then you're going to go 4 to 6 hours between the next meal. So lunch will be about 1 o'clock, dinner about 6 o'clock. And here's what's important. Stop eating at least 3 hours before bed. And don't go to bed later to make sure, right? Okay, good. You want to do two things here. Every time you eat, and especially the little popcorn with syrup, you're raising blood sugar, which raises insulin. Now, blood sugar will come down, but the insulin stays up, so you eat and boost it up again. That basically locks the doors to your fat cells, so you can't burn stored fat for fuel.
And so I have a question. If I'm spacing out, if there's more time that I'm not eating, how does my body process that? Will I feel hungry? Because
you won't be if you're eating correctly and you're drinking water.
Okay.
And you want to get that nice overnight fast where you raise growth hormone, keep insulin low so you can burn stored fat all night long.
Okay, that sounds good.
This is the real big change that we're talking about. If you can give yourself, and I have lots of folks like professional bodybuilders who do this, give themselves 12 hours off at night to rest everything, which takes down a lot of these hormones that are raging. And with that, doing a lot of other things, people begin to lose weight. But let's answer the other question. Now, what are the foods to eat? Come on back here. There are actually some metabolism boosters that we want you to rev your meals up with. So you can take the meals you're eating and add these to them. Did you take it away?
Right, and what's fun is these are things you already have in your kitchen, like lemons. Now, you're doing lemon water. You want to use lemon. There's two great things that lemon does. Number one, it lowers your blood sugar response to the meal. But number two, it gives you a little sour. So when you want that little sweet something, the sour takes that sweet tooth away.
Okay. Are there things that maybe I should avoid putting lemon on, or can I put lemon on whatever I want?
Don't put it on ice cream.
Well, ice cream. on ice cream, not on yogurt.
Yes.
But anything else, it would be fun
Yeah,
to
look
use
at on
that
your
instead.
your salads, on your salmon. Now the next one is cayenne pepper, and this is going to give you a little boost. I love like a power hot chocolate with some coconut milk, some chocolate protein
delicious.
powder, and then you add a little cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is going to help you burn more calories and
That's very
lower your
good.
appetite.
This one has a lot of cayenne pepper.
Zing!
It really has some kick.
That's why I gave it to you, not me.
Now, the other thing is, this
But
will
it is
help you
delicious.
stay fuller longer. You're having that chili, but it's a big carb hit. Let's add in more vegetables. Sneak them on in there.
Okay.
And then, of course, put some cayenne pepper in there as well. Again, it's going to help you
fantastic.
feel fuller longer, so you can go that 4 to 6 hours before you need to eat again.
And why is the fat going to help you? Why is coconut oil good?
Fat is amazing. First of all, this is antibacterial, antiviral, good for healthy gut function. But coconut oil is rich in MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, that help you feel fuller longer, burn as a clean energy. And again, same thing, boost your metabolism while they're lowering your appetite.
Is this a good way to pop the popcorn that I use? Because I usually don't use
Let's
oil
just
in
not
it
pop
at all.
the popcorn because we're not having that snack, so we won't need it
Okay.
anymore.
So
Use
there's
it for your
no-
stir-fried vegetables. Vegetables. We want more of those.
Okay, so there are no snacks. It's only
What we
the
want to
3
do now,
meals and lots of water.
Let's spread it out. You might find at first that you need to go 4 hours, then work to 5 hours, but there's a key component that's going to help you spread it out, and it's at the next table.
Okay, next
over.
table.
We've talked about water countless times on the show, but there's a twist here because we've got new data that I didn't know about until this show. So go ahead and share.
This is incredible. It turns out that by drinking water, you can boost your metabolism as much as 30%.
Oh, wow.
Now, you were concerned about getting hungry. Here's a great tip. 30 minutes before your meal, have a glass of water, but add in some freshly ground flaxseed meal or some chia, which is great fiber, so you fill up with fiber before your meal.
Okay. When I'm having chia or if I'm having flax, do I need to have it added to my water every time, or do I
No,
need
just
to
do
make
this
sure I
before your meal.
incorporate that?
Let's do this before
Okay,
your meal.
okay.
And also throw in a glass before bedtime. This shuts down evening hunger pangs.
Yeah, I've found that to be very helpful. Instead of eating ice cream,
Yes,
having
this
water.
is much better.
Because that's
Much better than
my
ice
This is the cayenne covered ice cream. Right. And then the total choice plan that we've been talking about today would actually work for you. You just would take out some, again, dealing specifically with your condition, your situation, which is your metabolism, cutting out some of those snacks is worthwhile doing as an experiment. I care actually more about the evening time than the daytime. I'm not as strict about snacking during the day. But this is a wonderful way of getting your morning started because so many of us start off having dessert for breakfast and we never get back on.
Yeah, that yogurt with the fruit in it and that granola bar, you actually were sneaking so much sugar in that you were having dessert for breakfast. Yes, yes, Missy. So here we have cottage cheese. You could use Greek-style coconut yogurt, fresh fruit, walnuts.
Can I try it?
Please,
Yes,
it's all
and
yours.
little
Are there any
cinnamon.
bananas?
There are no bananas.
Okay.
And there's no ice cream in that either, by the way. Just in
Here's
case
the
you-
thing. This is a substantial breakfast, rich in proteins, can keep your blood sugar balanced, so you can go that 4
That's
to
actually
6
good.
hours.
That's
And
very nice.
studies show that people who eat a substantial breakfast with protein actually eat less throughout the day.
I do have one other question with the sugar because I had no idea I was adding so much more. Is there a guideline with the vegetables, and how do I avoid having so much sugar?
It's called the total choice plan.
Okay, so I don't have to think about it. Just
I don't
follow
want you to
that.
think about it because, and I was not joking when I said earlier that you can't have 1,200 calories of crackers and chips and candy
Right.
bars. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So this is not about restricting calories. It's about eating the right foods so that the less number of calories feels better to you.
Okay.
And in your case, the additional little trick of timing it out differently. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
JJ,
Thanks so much.
JJ will be checking in with you.
Yes,
She has a wonderful
JJ.
book, by the way. It's called The Sugar Impact Diet Book. You'll find it, and then the full plan to reboost your metabolism on DrOz.com. I'll be right back.
Next, who do you think knows more about the ins and outs of the human body? Men or women? Comedian Chuck Nice hits the streets to find out.
Does Tina have a urethra?
No, I haven't been down there in a while.
The ultimate couple showdown is next.
We are bringing healthy back this season and want you to bring it too. Grab your prescription pad for fun and sign up for free tickets today. You can go to DrOz.com/tickets and sign up. Did I get it right?
All new Oz. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
Unbelievable.
How she lost a whopping 55 pounds.
It's taken me 54 years to try and do it, and this time I've done it.
Why she's celebrating a new shot at life. And the scandal that rocked the royal family. How will she respond to the allegations? All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
think is better at knowing the ins and outs of the human body? Think it's the men or the women? What do you guys think? Yeah, they all think it's the women, but they're mostly women. So I wanted to find out who really does know the anatomy better. So I asked my friend, comedian Chuck Nice, to take it to the streets.
Hey guys, Chuck Nice here on the streets of New York City, where today it's the ultimate battle of the sexes as we find out who knows more about the body, men or women. I got a feeling men will know a little bit more about some anatomy. I'm going to ask you questions about the female anatomy. Which organ stops working during menopause, the ovaries or the vagina?
Better be the ovaries.
Ovaries. Vagina.
Ovaries. That is correct. The vagina stops working when she's mad at you. About how much does an average breast weigh?
2 pounds?
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
You know what? You're wrong. It's 1.1 pounds.
4 pounds.
Those are some good breasts you talking about, man. I gotta tell you. What does IUD stand for?
Is that a vibrator?
No, it is not a vibrator.
Intravitreal ultra disorder. No idea.
Interutero something.
Intrauterine device.
Bang! He is correct. Does Tina have a urethra?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That is correct, sir.
No. No.
That would be wrong.
I haven't been down there in a while.
This game is called Point to That Part. What I'm gonna do is give you the medical terminology for a body part. You're gonna point to it on Bruce. The buccinator. Okay. You know what? You got a nice buccinator, but
Do I? I work out.
Well, that would be up here. That's the buccinator, right?
I work out
there.
this too.
You know, you got a nice butt too, though. So, phalanges.
Go ahead, baby. Point to my phalanges.
Sometimes you have spirit phalanges. Give me spirit phalanges.
Fingers.
There you go. Glabella.
What the heck is that?
This could get dangerous.
You're doing it like a weather report. Somewhere in here. Look at your husband. He's giving you a hint. No, Malt. Yes, no, Malt. Yes. Shot him right between the glabella. Oh my God, woman. What the hell is wrong with you?
So I tallied up the score, and the women scored 41 points. The men got 50. The men won. They won this time. So I thought I'd do it again in the studio here. You know, you never know who's going to show up. But a friend of mine showed up today. So I'm going to quiz him. Andy Pettit. Stand up, stand up. And this is his beautiful wife, Laura. Laura, stand here. So, Laura, Andy, obviously, you know, an incredible pitcher. Play with balls a lot, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. So here's the question for you, Laura. Hold that, if you don't mind. I'm going to give you 2 stickers. I want you to point out the 2 balls on Andy. Oh, no. But you can't go to the usual place you might go. All right? What are the other 2 balls that males have? Think about it. We're having, audience, will help her out a little bit? Eyeballs. Put it right there. Good. All right. Okay. And where's the other balls? This is hard. Oh, God. Yep, they got it. The balls of the feet. You could have won. You could have been a champion.
Terrible.
No, you're very good. Did you enjoy the show?
It was awesome. Thank you.
Did you enjoy being dragged here with your wife?
It was great.
Really was?
Yes, it was.
What did she learn the most?
Well, she's pretty sharp about the health stuff, so she's very excited about seeing JJ here. She knows everything about her, so it's good, Doc.
Right. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining the audience. All right. Thanks, Chuck Nice, and all the couples who played along with us. We'll be right back.
Have a health question? Ask on DrOz.com and get answers directly from Dr. Oz and his team of experts. No question is off limits. All new Oz. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
Unbelievable.
How she lost a whopping 55 pounds.
It's taken me 54 years to try and do it, and this time I've done it.
Why she's celebrating a new shot at life. And the scandal that rocked the royal family. How will she respond to the allegations? All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow. This February on the Dr. Oz Show.
Heart disease. You have the power to beat it. Put a little love in your heart.
All month long, the ultimate guide to heart health. Feel young and energetic. Be there for your family. Stay active for your kids.
You control your health. You control your destiny. The power to save your heart is in your hands.
All this February on the Dr. Oz Show. All new Oz. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson.
Unbelievable.
How she lost a whopping 55 pounds.
It's taken me 54 years to try and do it, and this time I've done it.
Why she's celebrating a new shot at life. And the scandal that rocked the royal family. How will she respond to the allegations? All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
Now it's time for In Case You Missed It. Together we've managed to break through the obstacles holding you back and keeping you overweight. And the results, well, they're staggering. It's been just over a month and already 2 million of you have logged on to DrOz.com to download the Total 10 plan. Many of you have lost up to 10 pounds in just a few weeks. Now, on today's show, we launched the next step to reaching your weight loss goals, the Total Choice Plan. I'm so excited about this. I want you to try it. It's a completely free program for everyone who wants to lose weight simply while still indulging in their favorite kinds of meals, just the right amounts. Millions of you have already had success with the Total 10. And even if you haven't, the Total Choice is the next step in cracking the code so you can lose the weight for good. Anyone can start and do it today. When you go to DrOz.com, you're going to do a quick assessment to evaluate whether you fall into the 1,200 calories a day part or the 1,600 calories a day plan. And here's how you're going to know which one you're going to fall into. First off, you look at your age. 35 and under, you get 1,600 calories a day. If you're 36 and older, 1,200 calories a day, because there's a metabolism shift that happens around that age. Next, we looked at your height. If you're under 5'5" tall, it's 1,200 calories for you. If you're 5'5" or over, you get 1,600 calories. And finally, there's an activity level. If you're active less than 3 days a week, you're really getting breathy less than 3 days a week, or if you're under 5,000 steps in a pedometer, then you get 1,200 calories. If you're very active, more than that amount of activity, then you get 1,600 calories. Click whatever column you fall into. Whatever you have more check marks, stay in that column. And then once you do that, guess what? Micromanage it. If you feel too hungry, you can increase a little bit. If you're not losing enough weight, you can decrease the calories a bit. And you won't believe what you can eat on this plan. You get cheesy egg sandwiches, you get chocolate peanut butter banana smoothies, chicken parmesan with spaghetti, you get Chinese dishes, Mexican dishes, even snacks and desserts. We teamed up with food addicts and food scientists and then added some chefs to spice it up. And we created all these incredibly delectable, gooey, delicious, satisfying, decadent meals that won't make you feel like you're dieting. Because we know when you choose, you lose. The entire plan lives on DrOz.com. The recipes, the metabolism assessment tool to get you started, it's all there, so get started today. And keep checking back because we're adding new meals all the time. It's a Total Choice on DrOz.com. And finally, please be careful, dubious people online that make it seem like I'm endorsing their products, because I don't. To see a full list of our trusted sponsorship partners, you can go to DrOz.com. I will see you next time.